Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Sully, and I actually have something I want to talk to you guys about before Edge of Fate comes out. So as you guys know, I am mostly a Rumble player for the most part. Most of my gameplay that I upload on the channel is Rumble. I actually looked up on Destiny Tracker yesterday to see how many Rumble matches I've played. And I have played over 23,000 Rumble matches. So as a main Rumble player, I think I definitely know what I'm talking about because obviously I have a lot of experience in that game mode. But it's also extended to the problem I'm gonna talk about has also extended to trials, comps, 6v6, but it's mostly rampant and Rumble. So Rumble right now is currently basically a dead game mode. Every time I go in there, I recognize at least 2 or 3 of the players' names. And I believe the entire reason Rumble is a dead game mode. Nobody really treats Rumble as Rumble. You know, Rumble's basically just free-for-all from Call of Duty. And nobody treats it that way. Rumble has basically become the special ammo playlist. And now the reason I say that, if you go into Rumble right now, whether it's PC or console, you're going to see a lot of trace rifles, a lot of glaives, a lot of shotguns, and a lot of fusions. And what I mean by that is, if you go and you pull up the roster and you look at everybody's characters, I guarantee you there's going to be at least 1 or 2 people, maybe more, in that lobby where you'll look at their primary weapon and then look at their special weapon, and I guarantee you their special weapon has way more PvP kills than their primary weapon does. In fact, there's actually a guy on PS5 who actually named himself on Destiny Merciless. The exotic solar fusion rifle. Last time I saw him in my lobby, he was currently at 77,000 PvP kills with it. Alright, now I'm going to give you another example. Here you go. This guy has 48,974 kills on his fusion. That is a lot, guys. For a fusion rifle that's only been out for maybe a few seasons, versus primaries like Ace of Spades or Vigilance Wing or Thorn or Jade Rabbit or Mida Multi-Tool, exotic primaries that have been here since the beginning of Destiny 2, and yet I'm never running into any players in any game modes that have really high kill counts on their primaries, but yet I'm always running into people that have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, even 100,000 kills on a shotgun, fusion, or just any other special weapon. And that's just ridiculous, because why are people using weapons that have very limited ammo way more than they're using weapons that have infinite ammo? Infinite ammo weapons should be heavily outweighing limited ammo weapons and kill counts, but they're just simply not. The only person I know that actually, besides me, that actually has a lot of kills on a primary is Terror. He's currently at over like 300,000 kills on his Ace of Spades last time I checked. So props to you, man. I give you a massive shout out and a lot of respect because, you know, you actually use your primary weapon. You're not a special ammo abuser like most of the people in PvP nowadays. So anyway, I'm not going to get sidetracked here. I'm going to give you another example. Bro, almost 50,000 kills on a Jotun versus the 417 on his primary. This guy, 1,500 plus kills on his shotgun and only 45 on his primary. This guy, 1 kill on his primary, 95 kills on his fusion rifle. So I ended up playing that entire Rumble match against that kid, and when the match was over, he still only had that 1 kill on his hand cannon, and then had 15 more kills on his fusion rifle. That means he had 15 out of 20 kills in Rumble with just his fusion, and 0 with his primary weapon. That's the massive issue right now, especially in Rumble, but not just Rumble. It's pretty much everywhere, if you're paying attention. Okay, so over the weekend, me and a couple buddies were doing trials, right? And my buddy started getting really mad, and he goes, "Hey, I think Sully's got a point." And I'm like, "What you mean?" He goes, "Nobody using their primary guns." And so we're playing against a streamer, and I'm not going to say who, but I pull up that streamer's stream, and I watch them for a good 15 minutes. I couldn't tell you what primary he had in that 15 minutes of watching him, because he had his shotgun out every single engagement. That's what was pissing my friend off, because when my friend was sitting there raging in the Discord chat, he was only dying to the shotgun every single round of trials. Okay, and then there's this guy on YouTube who only uses Prometheus lens. Right now, he's at over 200,000 kills on his Prometheus lens. And guess what game mode he only plays? Rumble. And that's because, like I said, people are treating Rumble as the special ammo only playlist. And it's just fucking ridiculous, because nobody wants to run around trying to get, you know, like let's say I'm sitting here trying to make a weapon review video and I'm trying to record Rumble gameplay. Nobody wants to see gameplay of me getting shotgun fusioned or, you know, trace rifled or glaved the entire freaking match. Hell, it's so bad that even some streamers that I see that usually go and do their weapon reviews in Rumble are doing their weapon reviews in Rumble private matches with their friends, because they don't have to worry about getting killed by shotguns and fusions over and over and over again. If people are having to do their weapon reviews in a private match, then there's definitely an issue going on. So nobody can deny that special weapons are an issue when people can't even actually do their weapon reviews in an actual match. And I'm really worried about Edge of Fate, because I've heard they're actually going to be bringing the ammo meter back, but just in a different way. But that is ultimately going to fail, because, I mean, hell, that was an epic failure when they brought it back in several game modes like Trials, and it was in Rumble, and it was in some other game modes. Anyway, the whole issue with that ammo meter is, okay, let's say you get 5 or 6 primary kills. Then you end up with like 15 rounds of special ammo, and then you can literally go the entire rest of the Rumble match just killing everybody with a fusion rifle or a shotgun or a trace or a glaive or whatever. So then you're just back to having the same problem. So that's not going to solve anything. Special ammo, especially in Rumble, needs to be changed. Hell, even heavy ammo. Why the hell is heavy ammo coming up like 5 or 6 times in a Rumble match? The game only goes to 20 kills. We don't need heavy coming up multiple times in a match. But that's a whole nother topic. But still, that's something that needs to be talked about. So in Edge of Fate, if we just go back to, you know, getting a couple kills and then getting special ammo, you know, you could just keep getting primary kills or even primary assists without dying, and the next thing you know, you got a full magazine of special ammo. So then you're just running around never using your primary until you run out of special. Then you just, you know, get a few kills or a few assists with your primary, and then run around just fusion rifling everybody again. So that's not going to solve anything. That's just going to make it worse, if anything. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video. But before I wrap things up, I want to tell you guys another little funny thing. So I was watching this guy play Rumble last night on YouTube, and he was talking about how he wants to try to grind and become the #1 Rumble player. And so I go and read the comments, and of course, to my surprise, wink wink, the most common comment in his comment section was, "Okay, have fun dealing with the fusion rifle players." That's funny. That only proves my point even more. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, that way you never miss when I upload a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.